Hi everyone! Welcome back to my channel. I'm Jean and I'm so excited to have you guys here. So for today's video, we're going to talk about your future spouse. And in particular, we're going to talk about, your future spouse first intention when they meet you. So for today's video, we're going to talk about, what were their thoughts, the first time that they meet you. And then upon having these thoughts, what were the intentions that they had in mind. So we're also going to do a little bit of storytelling. So we're going to use tarot for that one, and then we'll also be using the guidance of the oracle cards to give us more information about your future spouse initial intention towards you. So over here, I've prepared 3 piles for you guys to choose from. So you can choose based on the energy of the cards, but you can also choose based on the energy of the crystals. So we have here for pile number 1, the Collete Tower. So just going to do a little bit of close up. There you go. So this is the Collete Tower. So if you feel drawn to either the crystal or the set of cards, this one would be for you. And then we also have pile number 2 with the with the aura with the aura crackle crystal. I think this is free form. Okay, then it also has these rainbows. So these are the set of cards for pile number 2. Okay, if you feel drawn to either the cards or the crystal. Okay, so this is the energy of the crystal. If you feel drawn to it, this might be the pile for you. And then lastly, we have pile number 3 with the selenite bar. Okay, so this is the crystal for pile number 3. So you can feel the energy of the crystal, and these are the set of cards for pile number 3. Okay, so if you feel drawn to either the crystal or the cards, this might be the pile for you. Now, if you need more time to pick a crystal, you can pause the video. And then when you guys are ready, let's go ahead and get started with pile number 1. Hi pile number 1, welcome to your reading. So if you chosen the Collete crystal, this one is for you. So the way that we're going to do it is I'm going to lay out all of your tarot cards first. And then later on, I'll be revealing the Romance Angels card for you. Okay, so for your first card, pile number 1, you have here the 10 of Pentacles. Next card, you have the Page of Swords in reverse. Next off, we have 2 of Swords. Okay. And then next off, we have the 4 of Swords in reverse. And then we have the 9 of Wands. Okay. So I'm going to talk about, these 5 cards in general. And then later on, I'm going to go through the detail one by one. Now, in particular, with regards to their first thought of you, the first thing that your future spouse would say when they see you is that you are out of their league, rather. Like you're out of their league. It could be that, they think you're really cool. Okay, with the 10 of Pentacles, they think you're really cool, you're really pretty, you're really smart. It could also be that, your lifestyle is very different. Okay, it's very different, very eventful as compared to the kind of lifestyle that your future spouse has grown accustomed to or is usually, familiar with. So for some of you, I'm seeing that you came in from a family of wealth. You study, you're well educated, or you like to, enhance yourself. You like to improve yourself with knowledge. I'm also seeing that, for some of you have a good entrepreneurial spirit, or it could be that, you are or soon will be very, very successful in whatever it is that you do. So may it be business, your career, art, sports, or whatever it is that you choose to focus yourself on. So I'm seeing that, there's also going to be success in it. So success in particular is referring to, something financial. So financial success, okay, and well, success in general, and also some recognition, and mostly satisfaction, okay. So the first thing that your future spouse thinks of when they see you is that they already put you in this high regard, okay, like they already have a great level of admiration and attraction towards you. And then we have here the Page of Swords, which is, oh, excuse the ant. Okay, it's hide. Well, it's not distracting. Okay, anyway. So, going back, we have here the Page of Swords in reverse. So, in here, what I'm seeing is that, they see you as this very awesome person, right? Now, because of that, they don't even think about doing a move. Like, I'm already seeing that, they're already intimidated. Like, I know, the first thing that they think about in terms of asking you out is no way. So I'm also seeing here that there's some sort of fear of rejection. Okay. And there's also a message that I'm seeing with the Page of Swords that they do want to date you, like they want to ask you out, but they're resisting the thought of doing so, mainly because of the fear of you saying no, or the fear that you might not think of them in the same way that they think of you. Okay, so there's pretty much some fear of unrequited attraction or admiration going on with the Page of Swords in reverse. But then with the Two of Swords card, I am seeing here that a sudden change of mind will be happening. So remember, when we talk about you being in their ultimate crush level, and then being no, they're not gonna say yes if I ask them out for coffee, or if I just ask them to hang out. And then with the Two of Swords, all of a sudden they had this sudden change of mind. Now, it can come in different forms. It could be that for some of you, that thing wherein they just woke up one day and then they realize that they want to ask you out. So that's one. And I'm also seeing here that, there would be, and I'm seeing that this could happen for like half of you, most of you. Okay, like there's going to be this event, and in this event, you and your future spouse will be unintentionally, casually hanging out, and you'll have this small talk, and then both of you well, one of you rather, will say a particular interest, and upon hearing that interest, both of you will just be in this shock or excitement that, oh, you also love this thing, this sport, this hobby, this band, this singer, this artist, or whatever. The thing is, you're going to find out by surprise, or your future spouse also is going to find out by surprise that there's been something that's linking the two of you that you were not aware of, but somehow it just connected the two of you really well. And with that happening, the Four of Swords in reverse, now they can't stop thinking about you. Okay, like, oh, okay, now they find you a lot cooler now. So not only are you in this idealized version, but the realistic or the actual version of you is just as great in their mind as you were when they haven't talked to you yet, when they haven't gotten to know you yet on a deeper level. So the attraction, even by getting to know you on a deeper level, is also the same. In fact, it could even go deeper. And the Four of Swords in reverse is saying that, okay, so it's giving him this internal pep talk, or this thing that okay, enough admiring this person, or you in particular, from a distance. It's time to take action. It's time to do something about it. Now, the Four of Swords is usually a card of rest, of, you know, chilling, like not doing anything, you know, being late, being, yeah, being not really stuck, but just resting, you know, being not doing anything, basically. And then, you know, all of a sudden it's in reverse. It's like, um you know, it's like your future spouse rather just woken up from their sleep, and then they realize, hey, gotta do something about this, you know, this might work out. And lovely, we have here the Nine of Wands represented by this particular image. So, okay, I want to do a little bit of close-up for you guys. So there are wands, you know, surrounding the person, and then there's a bandage in here, and then he's holding onto one. And you'll notice, and you will notice that he looks a bit afraid. Sorry about that pause. And we notice that he's a bit afraid, but he's still holding on to his wand. So what I'm seeing here is that this time, even though there's this fear of getting hurt, because he has been, or he or she rather, you know, has been hurt before, in spite of that knowledge, you know, in spite of that fear, in spite of that possibility, and you know, this person, your future spouse, is still willing to work it out, is still willing to fight for it to work out. So one, it's very significant that there's only one that he's holding on to. So even if he only has one shot at this, or that his or her chances are very slim, they're willing to take the chance to make this work, to be with you, which is actually very lovely. Okay, so as promised, this time we're going to talk about your oracle cards. And then you have here, you have your word waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Okay, pretty much like the same, like wings. Okay, just know this is just cute. For me, it's cute. Sorry, I'm blabbing. Anyway, yeah, so word waiting for the new love. Okay, so pile number one, the intention of your future spouse is clear even at the beginning. It's clear, it's clean, it's pure. You know, they really want to be with you. So not only are they future spouse material, but they're like, you know, very soulmate level material kind of thing, kind of connection. So, you know, the intention is always been loving and respectful even at the beginning. Okay, so that is it for us, pile number one. So I hope you liked this reading. I hope this was able to help. Thank you guys so much for watching, and hopefully I get to see you on the next video. Bye bye. Hi pile number two, welcome to your reading. So if you have chosen the Aura Crackle Crystal, this one is for you. Okay, so let's just put her here. And then this is, you know, going to be kind of like a two-way reading. So first we're going to do some storytelling using the tarot, and then later on we'll reveal what your romance angel cards are. Sorry, stuttering. Okay, so for your first tarot card, we have here the Two of Pentacles. We have the Seven of Pentacles. And then we also have the Ten of Wands. Okay, hold on to me, pile number two. I promise this is good. We have the High Priestess. Okay, see, getting better. I know you're gonna love this. Can I guess? Yes, it's the Ten of Cups. Okay, so pile number two. Here is, you know, some details, some stories leading to the events of you meeting your future spouse, or in particular, you know, scenario. It's very specific for you here. Now let's start with the Two of Pentacles. Just gonna pause for a bit. Okay, so Two of Pentacles in here. To be honest with you, pile number two, what I'm seeing is that at the start of your connection with your future spouse, like the initial interaction, the relationship that you have, it's a bit shaky. Okay, so what makes it shaky are a lot rather a lot of factors. So for some of you, it could be that you're not really sure because between your unbeknownst to that future spouse, you prefer to live life to the fullest as a single person, as a free person. Or it could be that you're busy with your career. I'm seeing that as a possibility for most of you. You're busy with your career, or there are goals that you like to meet first before you actually settle down with this person. And for some of you, I am seeing that um you may you may still be hang up with an ex, or rather it could be a reverse energy, like your future spouse is still hanged up to an ex lover, ex boyfriend, ex girlfriend. Like they're still kind of in love with an ex lover, or it could be you. So regardless of the case, there's this energy of a third party situation, whether it's a person, whether it's an actual situation, circumstances. There is something or someone coming in between the two of you in terms of your relationship. Okay, like coming in between the two, to the sense that it's distracting. Okay, hence the image on the Two of Pentacles. And at the start, okay, it can like it's juggling kind of thing, but then it's not the balance kind of juggling. Like there's one thing, okay, there's one thing that is way more prioritized than the other one. Okay, so that's for the first card. And then we have here Seven of Pentacles. Okay, so we have this kind of situation, but then eventually things are starting to grow into you and them into you. Now, to be honest, there's also this specific message that because you are still not over, or that future spouse is still not over an ex, you and your relationship might just be a tool, or in a way is being used just so that previous relationship can be forgotten. And so it's kind of hard to say actually, but yeah, it's pretty much like at least at this point, okay, there's still someone else in terms of your heart. The heart matters. Someone else is still love. It's as if they still have this place that you or your future spouse cannot fill in. But then Seven of Pentacles is saying that yes, it's still a thing, the past is still a thing, but things are starting to grow into you. Okay, it's growing into you, it's growing into your future spouse. You're starting to realize that you actually like the company of each other, like you enjoy having each other around. And you're starting to realize, you're both starting to realize some things about the other person, your partner, that you never thought was there, or you never realized was there. And then day by day, you're going to find them a lot more attractive. They get more and more loving, cute, adorable, loving as the days go by. And then we have here the Ten of Wands. So there's a little bit of drama coming in. So things are starting to be okay. Like there's something growing inside of you, inside your future spouse. And then there's going to be this situation that would prompt you or your future spouse to walk away, like ready to walk away. It could be that an ex-lover, that ex-lover decided to give your futures, the previous relationship, basically the previous relationship, a chance. An ex-lover, it could be yours, again it could be yours, it could be his or her. But then again, there's something from the past that's going to come back, and you or your partner are going to want to give it a chance, you or your future spouse rather. But then we have here the High priestess. So I'm seeing that there's going to be some spiritual or some influence of an older woman. Could be that you might have been close to a parent, some, or your future spouse might have been close to a parent, pretty much like a mom or a grandmother, or maybe just someone who is senior, someone who is looked up to. And then that person, or possibly even just like an epiphany, like a revelation, that you cannot live without this new love that you have. Like, remember when we talk about you trying to want to either go back to that person, or for some of you it could be to finally live out that other thing that's distracting you from your relationship with your future spouse. So you're willing to give it a go. It could be that you've decided to move to another city or take that job that could really keep you both apart. And then all of a sudden the high priestess here just made you realize that no, why would you do that? Okay, like, you're going to finally both realize that you are happy with one another, like in a way you never thought it happening and didn't see it coming, but you actually belong together. Okay, like, you are happy with one another. You cannot live without one another. Henceforth, this beautiful Ten of Cups energy. So it went from this, like, man, maybe, to yes, like, really yes. Like, there's love, there's happiness, there's satisfaction, there's fulfillment. I'm even hearing that for some of you, you're going to realize that one of the reasons why you were alive was to actually spend your life with this person and to experience this kind of happiness, this intimacy that you never thought existed. And I'm seeing that, there's going to be a happy family waiting in for you, pile number 2. Okay, so as promised, we're going to reveal your Romance Angels card. Okay, so we have you release your ex and separation and release your ex. Okay, so again, the first, at least for the first intention of your future spouse, it's really just to forget someone, like use you to forget someone. But then again, remember what happened. We have the Ten of Cups here in the end. So yeah, at first it's not really, well, yeah, it's not really good, to be honest, but that's just at first. Okay, so in the end, all's well and it ends well. Okay, so that is it for us, pile number 2. So I hope you liked this reading. I hope this was able to help. Thank you guys so much for watching, and hopefully I get to see you on the next video. Bye bye. Hello, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. So if you have chosen the selenite bar crystal, this one is for you. So we'll be putting the crystal here, and then as promised, we're going to do kind of like a it's a two-part reading. So we're going to do some storytelling with the tarot cards, and then later on I'll be revealing what your Romance Angels cards are. Okay, so for your first tarot card, you guys have the Queen of Pentacles. We have the King of Pentacles for the next card. And then you also have the Empress. Okay, next card, you guys have the Knight of Wands. And the next card, you have the Ace of Wands. Okay, so pile number 3. Alright, I want to say something about the cards as a whole, and then later on there's something I want to discuss it one by one as well. Now, in particular, I am seeing that for most of you, it's highly possible that let's say if you're a woman, if you're a girl or a woman watching this video, it's possible that you might end up with a younger partner. So whether it's a guy or it's a girl or non-binary, I'm seeing that you might end up with a younger person in terms of age. Okay, and this is most especially true if you are a woman watching this video. Okay, especially with the Queen of Pentacles here. There's actually two queens. Queen of Pentacle and Empress. Okay, being the first one in order next to a male energy card. So, in terms of, the first two cards here, we have the Queen of Pentacles and then we have the King of Pentacles. I am seeing that when the both of you meet each other, I'm seeing that the relationship is very wholesome. It's very platonic at first. Okay, I don't know. I'm getting or hearing coming across messages about possibly you being a superior to this person. And by superior I mean, like, say for instance, if this is a school setting, like you are the teacher, you are the professor, and your future spouse is a student. Or say if you're in the office, you're the boss, and then your future spouse is your subordinate. Okay, so again, it could also be just age, like your X years younger than this guy. So there's this recurring message of authority over your future spouse. And this is giving me the vibes, the King of Pentacles being placed in here, it's giving me the vibes or the energy that this is actually something that your future spouse finds sexy. Like the girl boss energy is something that works really well for him. Okay, like it's something that he finds very attractive, okay, to about you. And with the Empress card being in the middle of your reading, I'm also seeing that you nourish him. Okay, nourish in a sense like there are a lot of things that he is learning from you. Okay, there's a lot of things that he's learning from you. This person really sees you as a very wise person. Okay, they look up to you. Okay, they listen to your advice, and it's possible that when you guys meet, like, remember, your relationship is purely wholesome, it's platonic. So I'm seeing other people, both of you dating other people by the time that you already meet. Okay, so the intention is not really romantic at first, but then it starts to escalate one by one, little by little. Okay, now with the Empress card, I'm also seeing here an energy that I'm sorry about that. Okay, with the Empress card here, I'm seeing the energy that it's also possible. Okay, hold on. Now it's also, there you go. It's also possible that you guys have known each other for a long time already. I'm feeling as early as childhood. Like, literally, you met when you were kids, you grew up in the same town, or you were schoolmates, or classmates back in, for some, hearing elementary, high school. Like, you were very young when you guys know each other. Or if not, it would be that maybe you were in your early adulthood, but then you realized that looking back, you were at this age wherein you were still growing. There's still a lot of things for you to learn, that yes, you may be a young adult, but in terms of the things that it's still at the very young phase. It's like there's still a lot more for you to experience, kind of thing, especially with the Knight of Wands being in here. So here's kind of like the twist in the story. Okay, so you guys are friends, and they're good friends, two peas in a pod kind of friends. And then both of you are always there for each other, like literally in good times and in bad times. Now I'm even seeing here some energy that along the course of your friendship, one of you have fallen for the other, but have decided to keep it as a secret. And then when it did, go out in the open for some reason. Okay, but I'm seeing here that it's most probably, for most of it, it's most probably the male energy in this relationship. Okay, and then when the feelings came out, it's like at first it wasn't really, mutual. And then Knight of Wands is saying two things. Okay, so there's this energy that one person still wants to explore some things because they're young, or they're still not satisfied, or they feel like they haven't maximized their youth yet. They want to go around. Okay, I'm seeing someone still dating around, still trying to meet other people, still trying to hook up, just literally living the young single life. But then we have here the Ace of Wands, which is lovely. Okay, so if you notice, and I believe this is really significant for the reading. So if you notice here, the Knight of Wands, he is holding this wand. Okay, see it? There you go, this one. And then in here, the Ace of Wands, it starts to focus just on the hand, and then the wand became a tree, so it became really lovely. It became fruitful. So what I'm trying to say with these two cards is that at first it's like you really just saw each other as friends, like literally just friends. But then as time goes by, as you go along with your journey, both of you go along with your journey slowly, little by little, you're starting to realize that you are each other's home. Okay, so there's this message that I'm getting, like, what am I doing? Okay, like, why am I wasting my time? Why am I still trying to do things that are eventually not significant or not meaningful? So from that one, you've decided to finally settle your laurels. Okay, and go back, and instead of being a rolling stone, you decided to settle down on your roots and grow on where you want to be as a person. And that place is wherever your future spouse is. Okay, so as promised, we'll be revealing the romance angels card. So we have here, love yourself first, forgiving and learning. Okay, so in terms of your future spouse first intention when they meet you, so aside from the friendship, it's also because it's actually very sweet. Okay, with the love yourself first card, when they see both of you unbeknown, not unaware yet, how do I say it, not yet known to both of you, you've started to realize or understand, be open to the concept of love slowly over time, because when you both met each other. So this kind of epiphany realization will be something that would come along when you realize that it's time for you to be together as husband and wife, or as spouses. Okay, we have you forgiving and learning. So at first, the intention was really just, in a way, a bit selfish, but really more on platonic. Just something that's pure, just something that's wholesome, just something that, because you can learn a lot from this person. And henceforth, you want to be with this person and bask in their awesomeness. Okay? So there you have it. That is it for us, pile number 3. So I hope you like this message. I hope you like this video. And hopefully, I get to see you guys on the next one. So bye-bye for now.